Recording in progress.
Good afternoon, everyone. On behalf of agricultureinformation.com, I welcome Mr. Mudith Shetty, and he will talk about unlocking the potential of fruits, value addition for sustainable growth. I now request the speaker to begin. Thank you. So please start, sir.
Yes, ma'am. Good evening, all.
Sir, stop sharing the screen, sir, so that we can see your full video.
Yes, I'm not sharing the video, no?
I get some green color image, sir. You have put it?
Color image.
I think you are logged in from two devices, sir.
It is a group of websites.
Yeah.
So, this is man.
Recording.
Please start, sir.
Hello, good evening all. Myself Mudith Shetty, and I'm the owner of a brand called Fruit, and the company name is Sumukham Enterprise LLP. At Fruit, we import frozen berries and frozen fruit pulp from various countries, and then we sell to an organizations like ice cream industry, dairy industry, beverage industry, bakery industry, and nutraceutical companies. For their the products what we supply, they use it as a raw material for their finished products. And apart from importing and distribution, we are also engaged in the fruit pulp manufacturing. We source fruits from the farmers and we buy from the market yards also. We deal with FPOs. We source a quality fruit and then we take to the factories where this is converted into a frozen form. Like we wash the fruit, clean the fruit, then peeling, de-seeding is done, and then it is taken to a minus 40 degrees temperature, where the product is stored like processed at minus 40. Why the product is taken to a minus 40 is cause there will be no external bacterial growth. When the product is taken to a 40 degrees, there will not be any external bacterial growth in the product. Then again, it is stored at minus 18 temperature. So this is one way of preserving a fruit. This is known as a frozen fruit. And apart from that, we are into the dehydrated, freeze-dried, and spray-drying. What is dehydrated, what is spray-dried, and what is freeze-dried? These three different technologies. Where the fruit is dehydrated, under the sun, where it gets dried. It's called a natural way of drying the fruit. With this also, the fruit shelf life will increase. And then comes the spray dried and freeze dried. Under these two process, there's a slow method of drying taking out the moisture and keeping the fruit in the dried manner. And this gets back to its original taste when it is dipped in the water. So there are different ways of increasing the shelf life of the fruit. So these are the 3-4 ways where we increase the shelf life of the fruit. So this is a product what we deal, and the market areas are, as I mentioned, ice cream industry, dairy industry, beverage industry, bakery industry, nutraceutical, and then comes the Horeca market. What is Horeca? It's known as hotels, restaurants, and cafes, where we often go to dine or to sip coffee or a beverage. So these are the markets where they need a quality product when it comes. Then the other areas is like a catering, corporate catering, institutional catering, flight catering. Even at this place, the fruits are used. We often see or think in off season, how can we get a mango milkshake or a mango cake or a mango yogurt? But when it comes to all this, it is the backbone of these products is either a frozen fruit or an aseptic or a freeze dried fruits. Then, madam, what else you want me to mention? See, these fruits are every fruit has a good health benefits. That is rich in antioxidants, protein, nutrient, um, and
Sir, you can talk about value addition, sir.
yeah, value addition is what we are doing, ma'am, currently. That is buying raw material from the farmers and taking to a factory where it is cleaned, washed, and cutting and other things are done. Then we take it to a frozen, or then we do an aseptic packaging by increasing the shelf life. And then this needs a marketing. It has to go into a market. So the market areas are like hotels, restaurants, cafes, ice cream industry, and all this. And we pack this in the retail pack of 400 grams as well as in 1 kilo. 400 grams goes for the retail consumers, where we sell on online platforms like Blinkit, Jepto, Flipkart, and Big Basket. And the Horeca packs are sold, 1 kilo packs are sold in the Horeca market, which goes to the hotels, restaurants, cafes, ice cream, gelato parlors, bar, brewery, and everywhere. And with the fruits, it's not only a direct consumption of a raw fruit. It can be processed into any kind of a form. You can with the raw fruit you can make an ice cream, milkshake, mocktail, uh, yogurt, lassi, and all these things. There are plenty of ways of using a fruit, but it has to be hygienically processed, stored properly. Temperature abuse should not happen. But, with this, a value addition happens. What else? Madam, please
Yes,
tell
sir.
me what,
Yes, sir.
what else you
Yes,
want me
sir.
to talk.
Sir, what value addition in fruit means and why is the important for farmers and agri entrepreneurs, sir?
Okay. See, fruit has a very short shelf life. From the time it has been harvested, it starts deteriorating. The nutritional values comes down from the time it has been harvested. So it has to be converted into a processed food, or it has to be converted into any other form where we can increase the shelf life. We need to increase the shelf life of the fruit. So the increasing the shelf life has many ways, as mentioned: frozen, aseptic packaging, then freeze dried, spray dried. In all these ways, we can increase the shelf life of the fruit. If not, the fruit has a very limited shelf life, and it gets spoiled very fast because it travels different climatic conditions. From the farm to our table, there's a different climatic conditions. So fruit is exposed to a different climatic conditions. Due to this, the fruit gets spoiled very fast. It is not stored at a proper temperatures or a uniform temperature at any given point of time. So once you start maintaining or keeping the product at a uniform temperature, the product shelf life will increase. So we increase the shelf life of the fruit, so that a farmer does not lose revenue after cultivating that, after farming. And due to the climatic conditions, sometimes the consumptions may not happen. Fruit gets spoiled. The offtake may not happen from the farm level. But as a fruit processing company, we buy even in the off season and even in the season, and we convert that into different forms so that it can be used in the scarcity when there is a need of the requirement. And this, after converting this into a frozen or a spray dried or a freeze dried, then we sell domestic in the domestic market, and we also export this to different various countries like Australia, Middle East, Europe, US, and everywhere, Canada. So this, and Indian fruits has a very great demand in the European countries, as well as in the Middle East. So what fruit we deal? We deal with all kind of a fruits, whether it is a jackfruit, custard apple, jamun fruit, watermelon, honeydew melon, muskmelon, pineapples, mango. We deal with all kind of a fruit, and we process it as per the customer requirement. Say for example, mango. We convert that into a mango pulp, and then we convert that into a slices, dices, and chunks so that it can be used in different cuisines and menu options. Say, for example, mango pulp is used for the preparation of a milkshake, smoothie, and other things. Mango dices can go into a salad bowls, and it can go as an ice cream topping or a cake toppings also. This dices and this mango slices are used in the culinary. In most of the dishes, they use slices where you feel the real you are eating a real fruit. It's a real fruit. So we preserve that in the frozen form. Market is too big. Farmers are not aware, or neither they have the idea, technology, and a fund to preserve this. So farmers always end up in selling at a lower price, and where we come into a picture, we give them the right price, and then we procure the material and convert into a process form. We give the value addition. In frozen, the product shelf life increases by 2 years, as well as in aseptic, the product has a shelf life of 3 years, and spray dried and freeze dried also has a shelf life of 2 years. So the fruit which has a shelf life of 10-15 days, which we are increasing it to 2 years shelf life, minimum of 2 years shelf life.
Okay. I'll move on to the next question, sir. What are some innovative technology currently being used in fruit value additions?
Currently, it is IQF technology that is known as individual quick frozen. Like every fruit is cut into a dice or a slice, then it is covered with an ice layer that is called individual quick freezing. Every piece is covered with an ice layer. This is processed at minus 40 degrees. This is an innovative technology where there's no preservatives are added or no flavor or no flavors are added. So it's natural fruit preserved in the natural form. That is called IQF technology.
Okay. How can small and medium scale farmers adopt low cost technologies for fruit processing, sir?
Madam, see, this frozen technology is an expensive technology. I suggest the farmers to go with a dehydrated technology where they can you convert the produce into a dehydrated form where the product shelf life increases by 2 years minimum, and this will cost very less. They can do a solar drying or a natural sun dried. And for even these technologies, government is supporting on the missionaries as a subsidiary to a missionary and technology know-how is also been given to the farmers from the National Horticulture Mission or a National Horticulture Board.
Okay. Which fruit value added products have the highest market demand domestically and internationally?
Madam, every Indian fruit has a huge market across the globe. See, mangoes, we are the largest growers in the world, and we supply almost to more than 150 countries. Though the 150 countries buy some mangoes from us. Uh, so every fruit has a health benefits, and every fruit has a market. Every fruit has a demand. There's nothing like that. This particular fruit has a bigger market, and this particular fruit does not have a market. It all depends on the area of the cultivation and what kind of a volumes India is producing. So, if you produce a smaller quantity of passion fruit, say passion fruit is grown in northeast as well as in Kerala. Even that it has a market. Avocados are grown in uh, Kerala as well as northeast and in Karnataka. Avocados have in the recent years recent months, I can say, avocados have gained a very good market. Awareness has been increased. So consumption of avocados is increased. Avocados people are using for the milkshakes as well as what you call smoothies, and then for as a dip for the snacks, and then they are using this for the preparation of the sandwiches. Avocado sandwich is a very good product. People will even the kids right from 3 years to 80 years, people will love this product. Every fruit has a requirement and a demand.
Okay. How can entrepreneurs identify the right fruit-based product for their target markets?
Madam, I suggest that the farmers or the entrepreneurs should start with the produce which is available in their particular district or a state.
Okay. What role do branding, packaging, and certification play in the success of fruit value addition?
Madam, as this is a fruit is an human consumption product, all kind of a compliances has to be taken care, ma'am.
Okay.
And apart from taking care of the compliances, packaging also plays a vital role, because people buy with the if the packaging is good looking attractive, then people start buying it. However, how good your product is also, the packaging also should speak.
Okay. How can the fruit waste like peels, seeds, and pulp be used for further value-added products?
Yes, this is a very good, interesting question what you have asked. See, this currently, if you have heard, jackfruit seeds have been converted into powder form, and which is giving a very good results for the diabetic people. And in the same way, we can use this jamun seeds also, as well as custard apple seeds. Every fruit seed has a very good health benefits. One fruit will help you to increase your decrease your joint pains. One fruit seed will help you to reduce your diabetics sugar levels. Likewise, every fruit seed has a will give you health benefits.
Okay. What common schemes, subsidies, or incentives support fruit processing and value addition, sir?
Madam, it all depends on the areas where the fruit, like the entrepreneur is trying to set up a unit. In rural areas, there's generally a 35% subsidies given by the National Horticulture Mission and Horticulture Board. And if it is anything, a bigger unit has to apply with the Ministry of Food Processing. And Ministry of Food Processing is giving close to 50% of a subsidy.
Okay. Sure. Yes, sir. Hello. Sir, how can farmer producer organizations and cooperatives play a role in scaling fruit value added enterprises? Hello.
Hello.
Sir,
Yes.
yeah. Please,
Yeah.
please proceed,
It-
sir.
FPOs need to start setting up a small pilot units, madam, pilot projects at their taluk level or a district level. Then they can produce this into either a frozen form or a dehydrated form, and then they can supply to companies like us, where we take this product to a front end market. We supply to the hotels, restaurants, and cafes, and the beverage industry and ice cream industry. So they FPOs need to start looking at doing a pilot project at their taluk level.
Okay. What challenges do startups and farmers face in entering the fruit value addition sector, and how can they be addressed?
See, farmers, they lack knowledge of how to give the value addition to the fruit what they are producing, because they're always engaged in growing, cultivating the fruit at the farm level. They have not explored the other kind of an opportunities, how they can increase the shelf life of the fruit. And this needs a expertise, because the fruit has to be handled in such a way, in a very hygienic way, so which they probably they lack that. For handling the fruit for the human consumption, there are a lot of compliances, regularities, which has to be followed. And
Okay.
that is the reason we suggest farmers to get trained at the local FPOs, and to attend programs conducted by the horticulture mission or a horticulture board.
Okay. Thank you very much, sir. We have now done with the questions on behalf of agricultureinformation.com. We like to thank Mr. Mudith Shetty for the talk and for answering the question. This meeting will now be closed.
Thank you very much, ma'am, giving us
You're most
this
welcome,
opportunity.
sir. You're
Okay,
most welcome.
thank you very much.
Okay.